The recent discovery made by NASA has left the space industry in utter shock. The Orion Nebula is one of the most studied objects in the night sky, and for good reason. Not only is it one of the brightest nebulae, but it is also one of the closest to Earth, making it an excellent target for telescopes. Now, thanks to the NASA/ESA Hubble Space Telescope and the NASA James Webb Space Telescope (JWST), we have some of the most detailed images ever of the Orion Nebula. These new images provide a closer look than ever before at the dynamic sculptures of star-forming gas being sculpted by the intense stellar radiation at the heart of the nebula. In a statement, Els Peters, an astronomy professor from Western University, Ontario, Canada, said, "Young massive stars release high levels of ultraviolet radiation into the clouds still surrounding them. This alters the physical shape and chemical makeup of the clouds. These new findings allow for a greater understanding of how large stars modify the gas and dust clouds they originate from." The bright star Omicron II Orionis A, located approximately 186 light-years from Earth, is at the center of the image. The Orion Nebula is a young star-forming region located in the Orion constellation. It is one of the brightest and most easily visible nebulae in the night sky, and is often used as a point of reference for amateur astronomers. The Orion Nebula is believed to be approximately 1,344 light-years from Earth, and is one of the nearest star-forming regions to our galaxy. It is a highly active area, with hundreds of newly forming stars. These stars emit a great deal of brightness and energy, which interacts with the neighboring gas clouds. This interaction is most apparent in the extended brownish strip of gas behind the central star. This dense gas wall, referred to as the Orion Bar, is gradually being worn away by the powerful stellar radiation of the Orion Nebula's hottest and brightest stars. There are many breathtaking and confusing structures located throughout the bar, such as long, thin filaments of hydrogen, newborn stars surrounded by disks of dust that could form planets, and gigantic globs of gas that are gradually turning into baby stars before astronomers' eyes. Recently, while looking at pictures of the Orion Nebula, researchers found something peculiar. These old images were taken by a telescope that allowed us to see past our solar system and into the Orion Nebula. While reviewing the images, they noticed a massive cigar-shaped object that they had never seen before. Since this wasn't their first time exploring space or hunting for nebulae in the night sky, this was very surprising. This story is fascinating because it's one of the first times that amateur astronomers have been able to document their encounter with an unidentified object in such detail. It's also interesting to note that this isn't the first time that amateur astronomers have reported such encounters. As they recorded each sighting, they described their encounters with this object in detail, highlighting its extraordinary length and the fact that it doesn't match anything in the area where it was spotted. Several hypotheses were put forth that this cigar-shaped object could be a comet, or a problem with the camera used to capture the image. However, astronomers who have spotted this long object quickly disproved these claims, stating that neither a space debris nor comets have ever appeared in this form in all their years of astrophotography. Even though some scientists have theorized that it might be a probe from another planet, similar to how we send probes from Earth to study space and other planets, we still don't know for sure what it is. All we know is that it is a large object with several unusual features, none of which resemble those of an asteroid or other space object. The speculation that the object is a probe sent from another planet, possibly by a civilization living far away, has kept some researchers on the edge of their seats with excitement. We should approach such objects with caution and an open mind, even if they do not appear to match anything we have encountered in space before. Our galaxy has hundreds upon thousands of planets, so there is always the potential for discovery. Scientists have long speculated about the properties of interstellar space and whether or not it is filled with plasma, the fourth state of matter. Plasma is composed of electrically charged particles and is often found in the form of gas. In order for plasma to exist, interstellar space must be filled with a very low density of particles. The heliosphere is like a bubble that protects us from the interstellar medium, says Ed Stone, Voyager project scientist at Caltech in Pasadena, California. Voyager 1 has entered a new region where the effects of the solar wind are greatly diminished. This region is considered the final frontier for Voyager 1. An astronomer at Cornell remarked on the curious hum, likening it to detecting a lightning bolt in a rainstorm before it subsides. Scientists had previously thought that only through these shocks could Voyager 1 gauge plasma density in interstellar space, but now that they've detected this hum, they can use it to study the interstellar medium between shocks. This will help them gain a greater understanding of the far-reaching expanse of space that has not been explored. The new evidence comes from observations made by the Atacama Large Millimeter/Submillimeter Array, ALMA, a network of radio telescopes in the Chilean desert. Using ALMA, astronomers have found that the 3 stars in GW Ori are lined up perfectly for a rare astronomical phenomenon known as an Einstein ring. This occurs when the light from a faraway object, in this case a star, is bent by the gravity of a massive object, such as a planet, sitting in between the star and Earth. This creates the illusion of a bright ring of light surrounding the massive object. While triple star systems are relatively uncommon in the universe, they are not unheard of. In fact, there are several known triple star systems, including GW Ori, which is located approximately 1,300 light-years away from Earth in the constellation Orion. What makes GW Ori particularly interesting is that its 3 stars are not aligned with one another. In fact, the innermost star is orbiting the other 2 stars in a plan that is estranged from the other 2 stars' orbit. This unique alignment has led some scientists to believe that there may be a young planet in the system that is causing the disruption. If this is indeed the case, GW Ori would be the first triple star system to be found with a planet orbiting around all 3 stars. This would be an incredible discovery, as it would provide further evidence for the existence of such planets in and around triple star systems. The research team explored 2 hypotheses to explain the strange behavior of GW Ori's rings. Either the break in the rings was caused by the torque produced by the system's 3 whirling stars, or the break happened when a planet formed within one of the rings. The simulation showed that the stellar torque hypothesis was unlikely to be the cause of the break, and that the presence of a massive Jupiter-sized planet or multiple planets was the more likely explanation. If scientists in the future confirm this notion, GW Ori might be the first evidence of a circumtriple planet carving a gap in real time, as stated by lead research author Jeremy Smallwood of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Unfortunately, a hypothetical observer of this possible planet wouldn't be able to see all 3 suns rise and set in the sky. The 2 stars at the center of the system move in such a tight binary orbit that they would appear as one great star, with a third swooping around them, as the researchers have found. If verified, the presence of this world would showcase that planets can grow under a wider variety of circumstances than researchers previously assumed. This would be a significant discovery in our comprehension of planetary formation and evolution. It would have extensive consequences in our search for planets similar to our own. And there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more great content like this, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. See you next time.